Welcome to today's TSMP News. My name is Kickem. I am your host as always. We've got an action-packed week for you today. Starting off with Tomato's new head museum that is currently in the works at his place on Goober Island. He is taking heads from anybody who has them. Currently, he is searching for some not necessarily rare ones, but ones that don't pop up more often. So mod heads, old people's skin, like old skins that people have had, skins from players who no longer play, stuff like that. Secondly, Soapy's new casino is almost up and running. The build is situated somewhere. We don't know exactly where. But it looks great. Very pink. After you can see our station is repaired after Schwim drove my hot dog van into it, which was a mistake on my part. I should have never given him the keys. Snoozy and I got caught in a death loop the other day during Snoozy's stream and CJ's stream. Speaking of, Snoozy and I also found the corner of the world. I believe it was the southeast corner of the world. Mothman and I are building a set of townhouses outside the station, if anybody wants to take a look at those. Schwimpocalypse. Over the past couple days, people have started making their skins look way more like Schwim's. Schwim, the silent gremlin we all know and love, has a very distinct skin, and now everybody is creating new Schwim skins of many different colors. Snack has an Atlantis city that he is building underneath the water, and also has said to stay tuned for a build event from him. Moses has returned from his break during work, so we will have more city updates for you shortly. And Nano has a new farm that is built in the Nether, so when they AFK, people can still get XP and such. I believe it's a piglin farm, and I believe a couple of people have set homes there. I believe there will be a warp made there shortly. And our interview for this week is none other than TomatoisRipe. So we'll cut to that right now. And I'm here with our interview for this week. TomatoisRipe, twitch.tv/TomatoisRipe. How are you doing, Tomato?
God, I'm doing so good. How are you, Richard?
I'm doing great as always. Now, for our first question, it's a bit of a hard hitter, but so how did you get to the TSMP? Like, where did you come from to get here?
Well, I mean, I started watching because I was always like a big SMP Live person. I was always into Schlatt, Ted, and them. So with the STMP, that brought me to Tucker's stream. And I was a heavy Tucker lurker, and I was like, yeah, I'll use my promo. This guy's cool. And then, Minecraft server, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Met
I
some
think a
really
lot of
cool
us.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of us use our Prime for Tucker. I
Yeah.
use my Prime for Tucker, and then I use my hard-earned cash for Pancakes and Rill and everybody else.
Oh,
So
yeah, of course, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. Second question. How would you describe your play style or your build style?
I mean, I would describe my play style as too social, because based on how long I've been here, I have no right to be as poor as I am. Um, and like my build style, I don't know if you can tell, but I really like the color brown. I tend to like wood, so that really
Yes.
influences what I do.
Hmm. Thank you, thank you. And for our final question, what like, who do you hang out with the most? You said your playstyle is like too social, but like, who are your day ones? Like, who are your go-tos?
Oh, like my day ones. I mean, I always have to go with my main man, Mr. Beast. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely as of late, like Rill and that whole general group, I've been hanging out with them a lot. But I like to think I'm a little bit of like a social butterfly. I kind of dip my toes in every group whenever it's happening.
Nice, nice. Uh, yeah. Thank you for those questions. Where would you do you have any socials? Anything you want to plug?
I mean, lately I've been streaming on Twitch. So you can find me at twitch.tv/TomatoisRipe. And that's really the only spot that I post right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for this interview, Tomato.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Back to you in the station. Thank you, me. And thank you, Tomato, for agreeing to be in that interview. I really do appreciate it. And that is it for this episode of TSMP News. Um, I hope I've been your host, Dick Kickem, and I hope everyone has a good. It's history. It's history.